Welcome to this new video. In this video, we are going to learn how to use the COUNT and COUNTBLANK functions in Excel. If you watched our last video, you already know how the COUNT function works. Let us take a quick look at how the 3COUNT function works. The COUNT function only counts the cells in a specific range, which has numbers in them. If the range does not contain numbers, the count will return 0. Whereas the COUNT function counts all the non-empty cells in a specific range. The values can be numbers, text, date, or any other formats. But it does not count cells which are empty. As the name implies, the COUNTBLANK function only counts cells that are empty or blank within a specified range. These functions each have their own specific uses. Let's dive into the details of how we can utilize them. In this video, we'll be using an employee data set from a company as an example. It has the following details of the employees in its data set. The employee dataset of this company includes the name and job title of each employee in the first two columns, followed by their gender, hire date, annual salary, and exit date. In this dataset, we can see that there are several empty cells in the exit date column. The reason for these blanks is that some employees are still working for the company, while the cells with exit dates indicate that those employees have already left. We can use this exit date column to find the number of employees who have left the company and the number of employees who are still working with the company. Let's begin by figuring out how many employees have left the company. We can do this by counting the number of cells in the exit date column that have a specific date listed. To do this, we'll use the COUNT function in Excel. Once we type in the name of the function, we'll need to specify the range of cells we want to count. We can input individual cells or specify a range for the function to count its values. In this example, we'll be counting the cells in column F of this data set. We'll manually enter the range from F2 to F19. Once we enter the formula, we'll see that the COUNT function gives us the number of non-empty cells in the range. This is exactly what we needed. Let's format the result a bit to make the COUNT function's result more visible. Now we can manually verify that there are 7 employees who haven't left yet. Now, we are going to find how many employees are still working with the company. In order to do that, we are going to use the COUNTBLANK function in Excel. We'll grab the range of column F in this dataset, where the employees' exit dates are listed. Since there is no exit date for the employees, we can assume that they are still employed by the company. Just like we used the COUNT function, we'll now use the COUNTBLANK function. Once we've entered the function name, we need to indicate the range where the formula will operate and provide us with the number of empty cells. In this case, we'll be working with the F column, specifically from F2 to F19. We're using the same range as the COUNT function. Just adding a little bit of formatting to understand the numbers better. If we take a closer look, we can see that there are 11 cells in the F2 to F19 range that are empty. This gives us the clear understanding that the COUNTBLANK function only counts the blank cells in a specific range. I hope this video has been useful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you in the next video.